Tiny Computers was a British computer manufacturer based in Salford, Surrey, England. The company enjoyed great success during the latter half of the 1990s, having over 150 retail units throughout the UK. However, due to increasing competition in the consumer PC market, the company had financial difficulties, and at the beginning of 2002 they went into administration and were subsequently purchased by rival Time Computers. What we have here is a tiny Pentium 2 350MHz PC with 64MB of RAM, 6GB hard disk, and is running Windows Millennium Edition. Okay, so let's open up the PC. On first inspection, it's not the best wiring job I've seen. Again, this was quite a budget PC back in the day, and as we can see, just about to zoom in, we've got the Pentium 2 processor, which is on a card with the fans built in, unlike what we see nowadays, which is attached to the motherboard. Capacitors all look pretty good on visual inspection. There's the AGP slot, so I've got a Voodoo 3 3000 graphics card with 16MB RAM oncoming. The battery backup battery, I think that does need replacing because it's not keeping the time. And we've got the 6GB hard drive. And yeah, it was a pretty good pickup this on eBay. I was looking for a motherboard separately because it was a bit hard to find one of these older PCs for a reasonable price. I think I paid about £65 for this, so it worked out a lot cheaper than buying the components separately. There we can see the serial number ST393562. We have the standard power supply units. There we have the PS2 mouse and keyboard slots, 2 USB slots because they were pretty new at this time, which I'm using the keyboard and mouse on, 2 serial ports, parallel printer ports, the all important joystick game port, which is attached to the onboard sound card as well. That would normally come with a Sound Blaster card. Right, now here we have the Microsoft Sidewinder gamepad with a game port adapter. So that's how we used to do it back in the day before USB came along. I've also got a USB version as well, which should work with this, I believe. It just connects in there. And this was a pretty good gamepad back in the day, and I find it's possibly the best digital gamepad I've ever used, consumer gamepad I've ever used. Obviously other than like a Sandra joystick. And the great feature with this was you could daisy chain them together. If you take this cover off, you've got another game port there, and I believe you can daisy chain up to 3 other controllers for 4-player gameplay. It's a pretty cool feature, seeing as you only have the one game port on the PC anyway. So just put the cover back on there. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the little brief look at the case of the PC and the insides. We'll have a look now, we'll see if it boots up. Right, let's press the power button. Oh, we have lift off. I forgot how noisy these PCs were. There we've got the DOS opening screen. I forgot that this ran on top of DOS, the old Windows. It was a bit weird seeing that screen, to be honest, being used to Windows 10. Let's load all the memory up. So far so good. There we go, yes, we've got the Windows opening screen. This is Windows Millennium Edition I've got installed on it. It's a good old familiar Windows. I do like this look, to be honest. I do prefer it a lot more than the Windows 10 tiles. In fact, my Windows 10 PC I have put back to this type of view, to be honest. So that's more what I'm used to. So we'll have a look into the control panel. There we go. Right, let's have a look. What can we look at? It's a system. It's showing we've got 64 meg of RAM. That seems okay. All the different devices. Yep, seems good. It's got a 1 meg graphics card at the minute. As I said, I'm going to replace that with the Voodoo 3 3000 3DFX card. So that would be great for some OpenGL gaming. But for now, I mean, I've got only a few games, as you've seen: Flight Simulator 2004 and Ultimate Doom Collection. So we'll install Doom onto it in a second. That's all the graphics cards details there for you. Quite pathetic, really, compared to the Voodoo. There we go, we've got it in 800 by 600 resolution. Right, so now we'll, well, that's the CD-ROM drive. Just a standard drive in there, the cover comes off. And that button just touches the actual button on the drive. There we go, we'll install Doom. Let's see if it does this. Get the old CD in there. There we go. Ah, yes. At the boot screen. Let's install it. Oh yes, that music, that just brings it all back, doesn't it? It's one of the great things of Doom, great soundtrack, great gameplay. I just can't wait to get this installed. Now I want to try and keep the file system of this in order, so I'm going to create a games folder for it. I don't want to just get a mess, which it normally ends up like that anyway, and I always end up reformatting it, but I'm determined to keep this hard drive tidy. Ah yes, we need to install DirectX. So I'll just do that now. Right, so let's load it up and see if it works. Just get straight in, new game. Yeah. So far so good. Oh yes. There we go, the first level. Runs pretty smoothly, as you'd expect from this machine. That music, oh, it just sets it off for you, doesn't it? Just such well-designed levels. There we go. Right, how do we stream? Oh yeah, just press the Alt key. Just trying to get used to the keyboard really with it. Okay, we did it a bit there. And how do we open this door? That's spacebar, that's it. There we go. Oh. This is on easy setting. Get those. I believe there's some secrets further back. We'll go back again. No, we don't want to do that. Let's just go back where we came from. Get out of the way. Ah yes, I believe the shotgun's in there. Ah, that's it, yeah, shotgun. Nice. I always remember the first time I got that, it's just so amazing. I mean, there was nothing else like this, was there really? There was Wolfenstein 3D, the predecessor to this. But this just blew me away when it first came out. I mean, I first played it on 32X, to be honest. But obviously the PC version will always be the best, obviously. If you enjoyed this video, please press the like button. If you would like to see more videos, then please hit the subscribe button. Thanks for watching.